him back. So this is a ride that he's sharing with somebody?
So this is a car that Dave Lund, Doug Poirier put together, Dwayne Shosbeck all put together there in the offseason, and it's got a pretty good car so far. And great to, we've seen their first race out was actually Summer Showdown weekend, and so third race out total with this car. They've kind of shared the ride back and forth, and it's been a very fast race car, brand new race car. Green flag back in hand. Green flag is out.
As Dave Lund picks back up the lead. Here's the battle, though, for second as Dawson Cox out of turn number 2 on the inside. That yellow number 7, Steve Potasic on the outside. They'll stay that way through 3 and 4. For second, Potasic washes up the racetrack a bit, opens the door for the youngster, Dawson Cox, and Cox dives in and takes advantage and moves to second.
So it is Lund, and then the 7 of Cox. Cox looking strong out there, probably one of the strongest ones we've seen in that 7 car all year long. He is a rookie, but he is putting on a show this year.
He certainly has, and of course, as you mentioned, that car is well raced over the years, but on much smaller racetracks than this one, over at Ephrata and over at Wenatchee Valley Super Oval.
Originally from Yakima, the track was a Van Amberg built car. So it's been all over, and it's won pretty much everywhere it's been, including here so far. As we take a quick look at the Les Schwab Street Stocks point standings, and it's a tight one right now, top of the charts between Dawson Cox and Steve Potasic. Just 7 points separate these two heading into the final run of the championship. So every point very, very important here. And so keep your eye on this one.
In the street stocks, I can't remember if it's 1 point per position or 2 points per position.
2 points.
2 points. So here we go. I mean, now that 7 point differential, if it finishes this way, is down to a 5 point differential with just a few regular races to go before we head into championship month in the month of September. It's Dave Lund. So you said Showspec is part of this whole package, huh?
Well, I know that it's definitely a Doug Poirier and Dave Lund out there, but they got. It's funny, you go into their trailer and you get about 4 or 5 different street stock guys down there all the time. So it's great to see them out there. Before Latoski had his, he was down there as well. So it's always great to see the street stock gang coming together. And at one point this year, if they get all the cars in the same night, we'd have about 25 of them. We've had 20. We've had 26 different drivers take points over the years. So it'd be great to get them all in one night.
So it's Lund, Cox, and Potasic, 1, 2, 3. Before we drop back to Dario Reddick in that 37-44 of Marthaler. And then we got Jim Fody back here in that 85 battling alongside the 15 of Brent Rohrer. Brent running just a little lighter because of the hood off. Of course, that hood weighs about 3 pounds. And those two are going at it. And Jim Fody now with Rohrer going way up high in turn number 2. And Fody feeling a lot more comfortable. We've also got Nikki Bristol back out on the racetrack, sans her hood.
And there you go, the 28 car of Dave Lund. But look at that second place battle starting to heat up as the laps starting to tick away. Just 6 laps left in this one. And Steve Potasic starting to close in on Dawson Cox.
Looks like Cox is now having a little bit of a tire issue between the corners. And it may cost him because in going into turn number 1, he got sideways. And that opened the door just enough for Potasic to try to take the advantage away as they come through 3 and 4, still side by side. Inches between them as they go to turn number 1.
They were dead even that time across the start-finish line, and they're still dead even. Dawson Cox has proved this year multiple times he works well on that high side lane. He can find that second groove that a lot of guys don't go up and try, but he's actually done very well passing cars and winning races, racing on the high side, and he's showing right there. Potasic with a really good car, but cannot get by Cox as Cox is holding down that second groove.
Well, and that's exactly what Cox is doing. That's a veteran move, trying to pinch that 0-6 right to the bottom of the racetrack, not giving them enough room to get back on the throttle very quickly. But that time the 7 car couldn't quite do it, and Potasic was able to take advantage, but now he goes sideways a little bit, and the slide move is a 7, tries back to the inside. Now we'll see what happens.
What a drive by the rookie driver of Dawson Cox, putting on a show tonight at Evergreen Speedway. The kid can drive, that is for sure. And he's going against a veteran right there, Potasic, and he's putting on some veteran moves tonight for sure.
Not rookie at all at this stage. He's looking very, very veteran-like. But now he loses about a car length to that second place 06 of Potasic. White flag is out for Dave Lund, Potasic, and Cox. So what was going to be down to 5 points now looks like it might grow to 9 points for Potasic, who's getting a much better run, as I think the tires have gone away very quickly on that 7 car. Checkered flag coming out. It's going to be Dave Lund, followed by Steve Potasic, the 7 of Cox, and Reddick in the 37, the 44 of Marthaler, Jim Fody, and the 15 of Rohr, the 23 of Cheth, and the 22 of Kenny Erickson and Nikki Bristol.